I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Pickups videos. If you remember a little while back, I posted a video going to my LCS, my local card shop. I unveiled a 5,000 count box of mystery cards, and I paid $10 for the box. I originally went to the card shop looking for supplies, and I wound up coming home with supplies with cards in it. Well, in that video, I also mentioned I bought a second box as well. So now I'm going to share that second box with you that I also paid $10 for. And I may have to zoom out a little bit so you can see what we're talking about here. But this is a 5,000 count box. But unfortunately, the box isn't completely full. But again, I only paid $10 for it. It says NFL, NFL, NBA, NBA, NFL. Well, I opened it up, and that wasn't the case, to be honest with you. There are some NFL cards in there, some NBA in there, but there's some baseball in there as well. So, to expedite this video a little bit, I decided to start sorting through this, off camera. And I went through these two rows, and these two rows are none other than, with the exception of my marker here, these two rows are none other than, one second here. Those are cards I sorted. These are your run-of-the-mill, early 90s, junk wax era basketball cards. These are all 91 Fleer. I have a row of 91 Fleer, so I was just sorting, but I sorted through these, and there's a couple semi-star types in here. I mean, Michael Finley, Horace Grant, Sean Kemp, Spud Webb. I mean, not B.J. Armstrong, Harold Miner. Not Hall of Famers, but not Hall of Famers, but very good players. I left in, Terry Cummings, KJ, on down the list. These are not your Hall of Famers. These are not your big time names or anything like that. Now, with that said, there were no Michael Jordans in here, none of the high tier Hall of Fame guys, no Kareem Abdul-Jabbars or anything like that, no Larry Birds, a lot of, I would say, Hall of Famers, but not that level Hall of Famers. So, as I was going through this, I started sorting, and I'm just going to show you the highlights of my sorts here. And we're just going to skip over these right here because, like I said, they're just commons, not a whole lot of anything in there. And when I sort through things, I start to make little stacks, I guess you would call it. And one of the stacks is, who can I write TTM? That's one stack that I put together. Another stack I put together, and I sort these because this goes along with TTM. These are coaches, so I specifically pull out all the coach cards. And sometimes you have people like Dan Issel, Hall of Famer. Some of these guys, like Kenny Natt, I don't know so well, but some of the, Lenny Wilkins, another Hall of Famer, and I just make Phil Jackson, Don Nelson. And I just keep all of these, Pat Riley, I just keep all these coaches, another Phil Jackson, those don't go in there. But I keep all these coach cards in one box, and that way if I ever need to access them for TTMs or, whatever, I have them. This next pile is a little more impressive because this stack is all Hall of Famers. So I pulled all these Hall of Famers out of these two rows, with the exception of this one right here. I actually found a vintage card. So that technically probably goes in the to right pile. So another thing I do is I take all the Hall of Famers, and this whole stack right here is just Hall of Famers that I pulled from these two rows. And as you can see, these are not Jordans, they're not Birds, but there are some good players in here like McHale, Ray Allen, Jason Kidd, Patrick Ewing, Joe Dumars, even international Hall of Famers like Dino Raja, Vince Carter, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Dominique Wilkins, Moore Barkley, Olajuwon, Reggie, Tim Hardaway, the Mailman. I mean, Denzel Washington, I guess technically he's not a Hall of Famer. Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing. I mean, you get the idea. Kevin Garnett, Chris Mullin. So, these are all Hall of Fame type players. I did just see a Stephon Marbury rookie card, so I did pull a rookie card out of there too, apparently. But these are all the Hall of Famers that came out of these two rows. Another thing that I do is I make stacks of random things as well. I just made a stack of all these team logo cards. Sometimes you can get those signed, sometimes you can't. It's just one of those extra things. And another thing I started doing was while I was going through sets, I decided to make stacks of subsets. So this is a hoops checklist set. And I thought, well, maybe I got the whole set there. I mean, there's David Robinson, another Patrick Ewing, Drexler. I mean, on down the list. So I'm going to sort through these and see if all the NBA teams are there. If not, I might be able to fill in the blanks with some cards in my collection. Same with the NBA Finals cards. I don't know if they're all there, but if they are, I was just going to put a small set of them together. So that's the kind of stuff that I do. Now, we'll move on. This is not all just common basketball from that era. So we'll get these out of the way. Put the coaches back. So this middle row, I didn't again sort everything 100%. This middle row has a mix. It's got football, it's got baseball, it's got basketball. So we're just going to jump right in this. The first thing that jumped out at me when I opened this box was this. Jose Canseco. I like to call them Glamour shots. I mean, remember Glamour shots from back in the day? But what it is Worth Baseball Company. So Worth Baseball, baseball bats. It says on the back, manufacturer of Canseco bats. So I'm guessing that this was one of those promo things that they probably sent to like sporting goods stores back in the late 80s, early 90s. And whenever you got a bat of Jose Canseco, you got one of these cards, or maybe they just handed them out. So I jokingly saw these, and these go for $1 or $2 on eBay. They're not worth a whole lot of money, but look at how many are there. I mean, that's almost a stack of 50 of them. So I mean, if you piece this out and you sell every card one by one, I mean, that right there paid for my box, 5 times over. If I get $1 a piece for those. Now, am I going to sell these for $1 a piece? No. As a matter of fact, if you really want one of these from me, send me a private message and maybe send me an email. And all I'm going to ask you to do is send a self-addressed stamped envelope to me, and I'll stick one of these into the mail to you. I know there's people that love collecting Jose Canseco. All this will cost you is the cost of 2 stamps if you want to, mail it to me, and I might send it back and throw in another goodie or two. So we're going to move on from Jose. We're just going to put him up here and off screen for a minute, and we're going to jump right into the stuff that you guys want to see. So the first stack here, from what I can tell, has a mix of baseball in it, but also mostly it looks like it's football. And that's a Fans of the Game card of Mel Kiper, who's more than Malik Rose randomly. But you can see the football cards here, and it's kind of a mix of newer commons versus older. And this is a stack of Eric Hills, so if you're an Eric Hill fan, here's a stack of Jeff George cards. Former Colts, U of I, Atlanta Falcon. And again, I'm going through these fast, but there's an Eric Dickerson. I mean, there's a Hall of Famer right there. So I haven't really sorted through these, so that's why I'm going through them really fast, but I'll really sit down and I'll go through these and separate. There's Carl Zander, pretty sure he signs through the mail. Oh, and there's some baseball right there. So a little more baseball snuck in there, some junk wax era stuff. Here's a bunch of Jesse Tuggles, more Jeff George. So I mean, nothing too spectacular here. So I'm just trying to go through these really quick for you, so this video is not super long. I'm going to sit down for this. So, more Jesse Tuggle, more Jeff George, Kenny Vaccaro, there's a stack of him here, more Jeff George. So, there's Carl Zander again. Tons of Carl Zander and Jeff George cards. So if you're a Jeff George collector, this is a dream box. That is for sure. And like I said, we've even got some modern era commons in there. I mean, there's some Prism. You know, I don't know my football as well as I do baseball and basketball, so I don't know if there's any stars here or not, or rookie stars or rookie cards. You know, obviously these are rookies, but you know, Danny Werfel I recognize from his days in college, but not a super expensive lot by any means. So we're just going to move on from these, I think. There's a Super Bowl Superman card of Lee Johnson. Some more junk wax era football. Here's some the score trivia cards from back in the day. Came with the box set or whatever. So nothing there, just kind of a place filler. And again, I want to remind you, I only paid $10 for this whole box. So I mean, I didn't by far lose any money on this. So basketball now, we've got some modern era commons and rookies in here. I mean, again, nothing too exciting. You know, there's D'Angelo Russells and Malcolm Brogdon, rookie card there. I mean, again, I know my basketball a little better than I do my football. Well, there's a WNBA card in there. Sabrina Ionescu, wow. I don't know if that's Sabrina's rookie or not, but I know Sabrina's like the top, that's like the LeBron James of the WNBA right now. I don't know if that's her rookie or not, but I'm leaning towards it might be. I might have paid for the whole box right there. D'Angelo Russell, Ricky Rubio. I mean, these are all refractor, prism, or whatever they call those prism rainbows, or and here's some optic blue or optic ice or whatever they call them. Isaiah Thomas, not the Hall of Fame Isaiah Thomas, but the other one. J.J. Redick, Andre Drummond, he's a heck of a player. But again, these are all those ice optic cards. There's some NBA hoops. Again, these are modern era commons, so I kind of left them, and you know, some aren't commons, I get that. But I kind of wanted to separate them from the run-of-the-mill commons on this side of the box. And this is the first time I really looked at them, but you know, you can tell just by looking at them if they're new or not. Alright, so now we'll move on to this third row. Oh, I forgot to mention, another thing that I did with the first two rows that I normally do is I go through and I pull all the rookies out. So I keep my rookies in a 5,000 count box. And, you know, these are your common rookies. Obviously, if I find a rookie card of somebody like David Robinson or something like that, that I would, you know, soft sleeve them and put them in holders and that type of thing. But, you know, these range anywhere from the early 2000s to the junk wax era, you know, cards. There's a Rip Hamilton rookie. I mean, there are some good rookies in here. just not quite Hall of Famer, like Brian Grant there. That's his rookie. So I make a separate rookie pile as well as I keep those separated. So I just wanted to say that I did pull these out of these 2 rows over here as well. So I forgot I did that. Now, in that row as well is more modern basketball. So again, I'll probably go through the modern basketball and pull out the rookies, and separate them, rookies from the stars and commons and all that stuff. I mean, like Ben Wallace technically is a Hall of Famer, so I'd put him in the Hall of Fame box. So there's a random couple football, baseball cards. Like I said, this is really the second time I've gone through these after just quickly leafing through them. Romeo Langford again. LaMarcus Aldridge would probably be a Hall of Famer once he decides to retire. I don't know if he's playing this year or not, or if he finally did quit. Oh, there's a random baseball Tyler Glasnow. That's a pretty nice Tyler Glasnow. Look at that. Wow. I'm gonna pull that aside and sleeve her up. That's a good. He's a good pitcher. Wow. Holy crap. Check this one out. A Michael Jordan WorldCom phone card. And I'm assuming that it's probably been used because the pin number is exposed there. It's kind of got this crud on it. It looks like maybe glue or something. Like maybe it was glued to something, like when you go buy a phone card now. Well, I guess they're not actually cards. They're more like sheets of paper. But a Michael Jordan WorldCom phone card for 40 minutes. That is awesome. That is probably my favorite thing I pulled out of here next to the Jose Canseco. To me, that paid for the box. I collect phone cards on the side. So if anybody that watches my channel has a stack of these and they're, just itching to get rid of them, I kind of collect these just as an oddball thing. It's not something that I really seek after, but if I see them cheap for like 25 cents and, 25-cent boxes, I do buy them. But this is awesome. So we're definitely going to put that in a top loader and sleeve it up. So I'm just going to go through these. There's a little more football mixed in here. See if there's anything else in here like that Jordan, because that would be awesome. C.J. McCollum, Buddy Hield, Dylan Brooks. I mean, these are all good players. John Wall, Pascal Siakam, Ben Simmons. I mean, these are all the modern era. Andrew Wiggins. I wouldn't put these guys in the common category, is what I'm getting at. Chris Middleton. There's a Patty Mills pink prism. Say that 10 times fast. Patty Mills pink prism. Kyle Lowry. No, I ain't Kyle. Yeah, it's Kyle. Kyle Lowry insert with the Raptors. I mean, these are just, some really nice cards. What's this? Oh, so a Panini sticker of Zeke Nnaji. I don't know Zeke, but that was thrown in there. Kevin Love. I mean, he'll probably eventually get in the Hall of Fame. I would guess. He's got a couple championships. Tom Chambers. I mean, that's a random vintage guy. A lot of Chris Middleton and Andre Wiggins in here. John Wall. Sabonis. Thaddeus Young as a Spur. So we're just going to go there. So this is, by far a great find in my opinion. Now, the real reason was, of course, the Team USA cards sitting right here. So, as many of you know, I collect Team USA cards signed. I'm very close to having this entire set actually signed, the Team USA part of the set. I'm still needing Jim Abbott and Tino Martinez, two of the biggies. But this basically, essentially, right here is a near complete 1988 Topps Traded set. And unfortunately, some of the cards are missing, which, you know, what do you expect for a common box? But the Jim Abbott is not there. Neither is the Tino Martinez. So this is some good guy. Oh, the Abbott is there. I do apologize. It is there. But the Tino Martinez isn't here. So this gives me another stack of nice cards to try to get signed in the future. As for the set itself, it is missing the key rookie cards. I believe the Mark Grace is not there. Neither is the Roberto Alomar. So these are pretty much the commons, but the David Wells rookie was in there. And like I said, these are pretty much just the commons with the key rookie cards missing. There's Jack McDowell's rookie. He's in there. Jay Buhner's rookie. So, I mean, those are the semi-stars from that era that did have rookies in there. They were still in there. So this was the big reason I got the box, because this was glaring at me right on top. I'm like, well, it's sold. So now for the baseball. Let me move around here. So the baseball was kind of a mixed bag. There was some commons in there. There was, you know, modern day stuff in there. I'm trying to do this without knocking cards everywhere. I even see a vintage card in here, so we're going to show that to you here in a second. Simply go through these really quick. And I'm just going to shuffle through them really fast, kind of making comments. But as you can see, these are commons. You know, I mean, there's Zach Galen's in there, Dolis Garcia. You know, and some of these are, you know, premium cards. Cody Bellinger. There's a Kikuchi. And these are the parallel versions, like the Lindor. This is, you know, these Bowmans are the parallels. There's an Ian Happ. These are a little older. Giambi, Mussina. Oh, well, Jose Canseco. Well, there you go. A Jim Perry vintage. So we've even got some vintage in here. Dick Drago. Wow. 61 Topps Julian Javier Rookie Cup Trophy. That is awesome. Or Topps All Rookie, excuse me. I'm about to knock that pile over. Another oddball Jose Canseco. A Brett Saberhagen. I believe that's his rookie card, if I'm not mistaken. George Scott, vintage. A Rod Carew. Wow. Holy crap. A Hall of Famer. I mean, the card's beat up, but I mean, this is a Hall of Famer in here. Tug McGraw, Johnny Bench. The Reds team card. I mean, Bill Russell. Twins team card. Joe Niekro. And the Rangers. That's not, you know, it was about Frank Lucchesi, I believe. Joe Musgrove. I mean, this is just such a great deal. I mean, I didn't get all 5,000 cards in this box, but from what I'm pulling out here, who cares? I mean, this was only $10. That's what I'm reminding you guys. This box is only $10. I'm having so much fun going through this, and hopefully you guys are as well. Alright, so I see some more vintage in this stack. So we're going to jump right into that. Mike Sweeney's covering up there. There's a Kansas City A's team card. Glenn Beckert. Bert Campaneris. Oh, this is a nice one. I actually have this one signed by everybody but Bill White. I got Brolio and Spencer to sign that. So that's a cool Cardinal card there. Gleyber Torres, Yelich. More Gleyber Torres. Miguel Andujar. Torrey Hunter. Ryan Klesko. Harrison Bader Heritage. I'm not going to read them all to you guys. I'm just going to bore you if I do. But as you can see, you know, this is just kind of a mixed bag of baseball cards covering many eras. And not to forget, we got another stack here. BGO. More Glaber Torres. There's a Robinson Cano. Nick Solak, serial numbered. I remember these things. These Fleer Tradition Circle cards. Manny Ramirez. Tino. There's Tino. Kerry Wood. A lot of Jonathan Villar. Cody. So you kind of get the idea here. It rounds out with some junk ball era Gararidises. Another Brett Saberhagen from the junk ball era. Joey Votto. I mean, just all over the place with these cards. And very happy. I mean, this is a nice stack. And I'm going to wrap this up with a couple more here. There's a nice Xander Bogaerts insert from Select. Is that numbered? No, not a numbered one. It's a nice Kyle Tucker. Cool, pretty cool Chris Bryant insert. So, I mean, I got a mess going here, but, you know, we've got the Hall of Fame basketball right here. I've got these kind of cool inserts. We have these vintage cards. I mean, these were the best of the vintage, and, you know, they're in rough shape, but still, you know, with the Saberhagen rookie, I believe that's his rookie, I'm not sure, but the Julian Javier, that, the 1988 Topps Traded partial set with the Team USA guys in it, and, you know, I'm just ecstatic at the fact that I found this is probably my favorite find of the box right here, this Michael Jordan, by far. Not to mention the Sabrina, possibly rookie card. I mean, I don't know if that's her rookie, but some of the WNBA collectors and NBA collectors that watch my channel let me know if that is her rookie. But if that is, that paid for the box in itself. You know, a couple Tyler Glasnow insert there is pretty nice. And let's not forget, most importantly of all, the Jose Canseco Glamour shots. So again, like I said, if you're interested in getting one of these Jose's, definitely contact me in the comments below. I'll send you my email address. We'll go from there. I'll send you my address. All you got to do is send a self-addressed stamped envelope. I'll send you one of these. I might even pick out a card out of this box along with the Canseco to send to you. The only thing I ask is you just show it off on your channel and say you got it from Remember the Great Sports. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video with me. I know it was a lot of stuff to take in. I look forward to your comments below. And as always, happy collecting.